Oh, g'day everybody, where's Wally here? Hey, Captain Incredulity is at it again. What will he be misunderstanding, or what will he be misrepresenting today? Let's have a look, shall we?
I don't think anyone's going to try and defend what we're going to watch today.
Oh, I won't defend it. It doesn't need to be defended. But we will all point and laugh at the absolute stupidity of you and your little echo chamber. Anyway, proceed to the pantomime, please.
It's an old clip from the old Skylab supposed space station era here from the 70s.
He still won't look at high-resolution video from the ISS or even the 24/7 live video feed from the Earth-facing camera under the ISS. What does Adam do? Well, he looks at grainy, low-resolution videos from the Skylab era.
And what we're going to see is just pure silliness of the highest order.
And good to see that you're still priming your disciples, Adam. It would be terrible if any one of them had an independent thought.
So this is the clip in question. Skylab space station, old school NASA 1970s space. We've got the three so-called astronauts here on the space station in a so-called weightless environment. They're holding up a barbell set, two of them, for their pal here, which supposedly has 500 pounds on each end. So you're looking at what, 450-ish kilograms, just under half a ton here. But of course that should be nothing because they're in a weightless environment supposedly. So it's strange that he's needing his pals to hold the barbell set up in the first place.
Adam, it's a pantomime.
And it's strange the amount of effort he seems to make here.
Adam, it's a pantomime.
Taking the weight and then lifting it. Again, considering he's supposedly in a weightless environment. And then what makes it even stranger and just takes the mockery off the charts here is if you watch the actual so-called weights themselves, near the end of the exercise, you can see they act like balloons.
Adam, it's a pantomime. They're all props. They are balloons, or something very much like a balloon.
We'll play the clip without me stopping it, then we'll come back, turn the sound down, and just rip this silliness to pieces. So let's have a look.
The continuation of their mission was welcome news to the Skylab astronauts who had become accustomed to their weightless environment. Work assignments were conducted with ease. The astronauts found they had extra time and requested flight planners to develop additional useful tasks for them to perform.
Step right up, folks. Place your bets in the comments. Will Adam, with his discernment, the size of his ego, be able to detect the panto, or will he decide that the pantomime is serious? The serious is pantomime, and basically get everything back to front.
So now I've turned the sound down. Just look at this. So he's got his pals holding this 450 kilogram weight here. He's like, ready? For NASA, I can do this. You got this. You got this. Yes. Hang on a minute. It's wobbling like balloons there, lads. You should have done it slower. You gave the game away. Quickly, lift him up. It's a weightless environment. Honest.
Oh, and Adam, if you are watching this, and I know you do, here is a serious question for you. Now, if the astronauts are in weightless environment, which they are, and their health needs to be monitored for signs of physical stress and disease, which it does, and body weight is one of the key indicators that medical doctors monitor, how does an astronaut routinely weigh themselves in space? I will show you at the end of Adam's Failfest.
I've got very basic understanding, so you might have to bear with me. And again, this is obviously a silly pantomime setup.
So Adam, you do get that this is just a pantomime. So you have your answer already. And what are you doing here, Adam? Why did you even make this video?
Biggest pantomime footage. Pantomime world, pantomime curtain, pantomime off, pantomime artist, pantomime spinning, pantomime artist, triggered pantomime artist, pantomime reality, pantomime footage for the NASA pantomime company. Pantomime ball, Metro jetpack pantomime for the Globe pantomime company. Globe pantomime jetpack pantomime jetpack pantomime.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
with like balloon type props here that are supposedly very heavy weights. But look how it wobbles here. Ready? Wobbling about all over the place. Remember, this should be effortless anyway, because he's supposedly in a weightless environment.
Well, that looked absolutely effortless, Adam. So how is that discernment working for you still? Still in need of adjustment, I see.
So he should be able to lift this with his one finger, but he's gone over the top here with this performance.
Yes, it's called acting, Adam. You know, pantomime.
Ready? Let go, lads. Go on, you can do this. Go on. Go on. Go on. And use your legs now. Go on. Whee! Ridiculous.
Ridiculous that a grown man just can't see this for exactly what it is. Footage of astronauts in microgravity on the Skylab.
Is anyone going to come here and try and defend this?
It stands for itself, Adam, right down to the lettering made of tape. How gullible are you? Now, that is a rhetorical question. We all know just how much.
Sorry, guys. I feel sorry for you. I got nothing. These weights that look like balloons?
Because it isn't a weight, it's a hollow something or other these guys found to use and do a freaking pantomime with.
This weightless environment that supposedly requires loads of effort to lift something that looks like balloons.
Oh, Adam, be honest. You know that he's just making it look hard. It is a pantomime after all.
They cannot keep their story straight. They're supposedly in a weightless environment, yet our mate here is struggling to lift 450 kilos.
Struggling? Are you watching the same video I am, Adam? He isn't providing any effort at all. It just floated up and away, and with him after it. Oh, and before you say harnesses, you will need to provide evidence of harnesses.
I don't entirely know exactly what's going on. But then we look at the weights. It looks like a couple of balloons stuck to a broom handle.
A length of plastic pipe, if my memory serves me well.
Absolutely ridiculous. Go on. Whoever made this clip was either telling us the silliness that is space, or was just having a laugh.
Yes, Adam, 3 astronauts doing many long hours were given a few minutes to themselves and they decide to have a bit of fun. They're just having a laugh, and usually they do it with the very unique thing that they were blessed to be experiencing. Microgravity, or 0G. That's exactly what we would expect them to do.
Those weights wobbling up and down there. One last time. Go on, son, you can do this. You can lift these 2 balloons on a broom handle. We'll have all these people here thinking we're in a weightless environment, orbiting something that's scientifically impossible because of this clip. Go on, son. Go on, lift them balloons. And then we'll get the harness team to lift you up there. Go on. Never mind the fact them balloons are wobbling and they're meant to be at nearly half a ton. Whee! Lift him up. What a pantomime performance. So over the top.
Over the top, as all good pantos are. Just like your straw man are, Adam. Way over the top.
That I stand by the things that are demonstrably true. And yet people will believe this tosh.
Yeah, I'm always surprised that people do believe your tosh, Adam.
I've got very basic understanding, so you might have to bear with me. Now look at this. Cost of space payloads in the 70s. Between 1970 and the year 2000, the cost to launch a kilogram to space remained fairly steady, with an average of cost being $18,500 per kilogram. Okay? So now we do the math, and we get a figure when we add up the weight of that barbell set.
What barbell set? We all agree that there was a piece of wobbly pipe and 2 balloons or plastic domes with 500 pounds taped to the side of it. Are you seriously going to say, now look how much money NASA wasted to make this pantomime?
It turns out that barbell set, just to get to so-called space, cost the American taxpayer over $8 million. It's got to be the most expensive barbell set in history.
Oh, let me get this straight. You are now saying that it is a real dumbbell. The Looney Tunes style of dumbbell, that is.
So this is what an $8 million barbell set looked like back in the 1970s. Oh, what a bargain! A couple of balloons stuck to the end of a broom handle. Bargain!
What, now you're saying it's a prop? Make up your mind, old man. Which side are you batting for, Adam?
And the American public paid for this, and no doubt many people believed this silliness. Look at it. Expensive BS that thankfully is funny, but ultimately the narrative behind this silly is anything but funny. One last time. A broom handle, a couple of balloons. This cost over $8 million, and look at it bouncing about.
Now, you can't have it both ways, Adam. You can't claim that it is real and costs $8 million and then claim that it's a balloon on a stick. You really are into straw man, aren't you, Adam?
Supposed to be nearly half a ton now. Go on, you can lift them broom handles. That broom handle and them cut the balloons. Go on then, Reg, lift him up quickly. This looks ridiculous.
Well, Adam, I just don't know how to describe what you published here today. Help me out. What would you call it?
Absolute tosh.
Now, about that body weight measuring in weightlessness. Here's a video I showed a few years ago.
Every once a month, we measure our weight. How do you measure your weight in space since we don't weigh much here, right? Well, you can actually still measure your mass by measuring your momentum. You do that by going on a swing and measuring the frequency of your swing. Check this out. Now look at this. This is how fast this was swinging when I was on it. If I start it without me on it, it's going to be much lighter. Look at that. It goes faster. So by measuring the frequency of oscillation, you know how heavy the object is. And that's how we measure our mass in space, despite the absence of the effects of gravity.
Oh, and I saw today that they even did a similar thing on the Skylab. Let's have a quick look at that.
Body mass measurement to determine each crewman's daily weight and to validate the use of this device for weighing in 0G.
Well, reading Adam's echo chamber is equally as funny. I can't believe that so many just accept Adam's word on anything. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about the selective pressure. Anyone with a backbone and discernment that speaks up gets the coke and sauce. And finally, sometimes 3 axes are just not enough and you need a 4th. Gee, cutting acrylic can be such fun. Gee, I hope it works. Can't see nearly squat under there. Oh, looking good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just the stepper motor cut out. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So this is where I stuffed up, and I cut that piece back out. I made a new piece to go onto the stepper motor. Oh, I just love it when things fit together like that. And that is through a 27:1 reduction gearbox.